Hello, humanity. I'm back once again. I wanted to share another simple recipe with you. Uh, Sugar-free candy. This recipe is unbelievably simple and very affordable. Um, what I did was I went to Dollar Tree and I purchased. I'm not real sure. I'm not real sure they have. I'm not real sure they have cocoa in all of the Dollar Trees, but anywhere where you can get unsweetened cocoa is good. And um, I use that and some sugar-free, the syrup that you put in coffee, or I don't know, you can use it for various things. But I use sugar-free cocoa and sugar-free syrup that you put, like I say, that you put the liquid form that you put in your coffee or what have you. I used walnuts. You can use pecans, however, whatever whatever your taste buds call for. And I simply purchased. Well, I already had some of the slender, more slender and small versions of the plasticware that where you store your leftovers or what have you, or do your meal prep. And I took maybe 3 tablespoons of the unsweetened cocoa. I used maybe 2 tablespoons of the caramel and salt syrup, and I used maybe about a tablespoon full of walnuts chopped. And all I did was maybe use, I think, maybe 2 tablespoons of water, and I blended all of that together. I poured it into the plastic storage container. If you have glass, that's even better, as long as it's small and slender, so it'll be in the shape of a candy bar. And I took that and I placed that, after I stirred everything together, I took that and I placed it in the freezer and I let it freeze for maybe a good, I want to say, maybe about 2 hours. And so, here lies another recipe that's sugar free and that can be a replacement for the more sugary, more carb filled, and more high caloric content candies, as you're trying to make the transition from a diet or unhealthy eating to a new eating lifestyle that will allow you the satiety, so you're satisfied, as well as taking that deprivation out. Because a lot of us like candies. Well, now you can have an abundance of candies. They're affordable, but most importantly, they're healthy for you. The sugar-free syrup, it has absolutely no sugar in it, and you can substitute that for dates if you want to take the pit out, and you can still blend it together, or just chop it up real fine, and it'll give you that sweetness. And the unsweetened cocoa, not only is it good for making your candy bar, the cocoa, the cacao plant, it has medicinal purposes like you would not believe. I'm not sure, but don't quote me on that. But I think it's antibacterial, antimicrobial, and it has a lot of benefits to it. Now, with the monk fruit, I had not, like I told you previously in the past podcast, I hadn't experienced the inflammation reducing properties in the monk fruit But with the cocoa, the unsweetened cocoa, I generally take half a spoonful of that every day. It really does have medicinal purposes. But as I said, anything new, you should discuss that with your physician. You shouldn't try anything. And what worked for me may, in fact, not work for you at all. But it's just something else to put up under your belt to try as you're trying to make the transition from all of the cravings, the endless eating, and just the unhealthy eating to maybe give you something else to try to see if you can help yourself. I'm going to make this real quick. I'm titling it From Mourning to Motivation. Uh, from Mourning to Motivation from Memories. I remembered as I sat and pondered, trying to figure out my next podcast. All of this is new, and I'm trying to be as frequent as possible because the technology part of all of this is not only slowing me down, but I'm forgetting so many recipes. So I'm hoping that the more frequent that I make the podcast, the a lot of times the repetitiveness of doing something is almost like the mother of learning. The more you do it, it's easier to comprehend and retain. So I'm hoping this will be the case for me because I'm really having a struggle as it relates to the technology aspect. But I'm going to make this real quick now since I've given you the recipe. I can remember part of the memory. I can remember before in the new location where I'm at. I moved from the upper level to the lower level because of my knees. But this is before I started the new eating lifestyle, and the memory of being in the recliner, like I told you, 18, 19 hours, and I'm there, right? I'm sitting there, the shades are pulled. It's maybe 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. The night is rather quiet, but the lights from the various businesses and the people going back and forth. It was a beautiful night scene, but the beauty of what I was going through was absent. And I can remember sitting there, and I had just talked to my loved one, but my loved one was not aware that I was still on the phone, and I was listening to my loved one share with their coworker how they were concerned about me, and that they were going to try to implement something to get me out of the chair. And I can remember how just a step away from hopelessness that I felt at that moment, that I had been reduced to not only being in a chair for 18 or 19 hours, there was another human being that wanted to step in and navigate my health. That was just unbelievable, and yet I couldn't help myself. And to this day, they don't know that I overheard that conversation. It was in love, and it was just almost majestic, beautiful, that they loved me enough to wanted to do that for me. But yet it was a step away from hopelessness because here another human being is wanting to take navigation of my health. And so I'm saying all that to say this: there could possibly be one of you right now. Remember, this podcast, all of this is for me because I need a reference point. I've already forgotten maybe about 20 recipes now, but like I said, I did this in hopes that at least there's one that may possibly need that help. There could possibly be somebody tonight, and I'm doing this podcast tonight. I can still feel the, like I say, the step away from hopelessness as I sat in that recliner, and how I long to not be in that situation. And I couldn't help. My faith held me, but yet I still wanted the question answered from my faith. the genesis of my existence. I wanted to know, how is it possible that not only am I sick, by this time I've looked in the mirror and realized how large I had become. And it's just like I almost didn't know where to go, and I just long for someone to say that you can make it, and maybe tonight there's someone exhausted. You've tried all diets, you got situations and circumstances going on, and you don't even feel like trying anymore, and you're feeling like there's no answer anywhere anyway. I'm hoping that you can garner enough strength from some of these recipes, or maybe one of the recipes will trigger something within you to make you go and maybe seek out help somewhere else with other recipes, with other I don't want to say diet, but lifestyle changes. It's a horrible thing to eat and eat and eat, and you can't help yourself. I have so much weight to yet lose. I have so many things to yet learn. I'm a babe in this journey, a layman for sure. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, if you've made it this far and you're still standing, I believe that you can make it, and I'm hoping that you will. I'm hoping that you won't give up. So I'm going to end this podcast here. I'm going to try again to bring you two more tomorrow, if possible. I'll maybe even try to bring you another one tonight, because, like I said, I want to do these podcasts as frequent as possible, and I got a lot to share. So there's a endless thrust that's just wanting to spew out anything that can help, because we're in this together. Like I said, I have a long way to go in terms of losing more weight, in terms of my health journey and all of that. And so, as I always end it, I'll go and get it and I'll bring it back.